All right, so we're back to some triangles, it looks like, and now we have to look and see what does it say. Consecutive even integers, okay? So we have three sides of a triangle and they're consecutive evens. So if k equals first even, what's the next one? Well, it has to be k plus 2 is going to be our second even. And so that's going to be k plus 2, because remember, if we start with 3, the next one is going to be 5, so we added 2. And then after that's going to be 7, so here we added 4. And so this means k plus 4 is going to be the third even. Okay, so then we can write that up in our picture. And what do we know? It says the perimeter is 198 inches. Find the lengths of the sides. All right, well, what do we know? Well, that 198 equals, and we'll start here, k plus 2 plus k plus 4. So we add like terms. So we get 198 equals 3k plus 6. 2 plus 4 is 6, and k is 3k. Now let's subtract 6. Those are gone. So we get 192 equals 3k. 3 times k is that, so we have to divide by 3. So k is equal to what? Well, 192 divided by 3, that's going to be, let's see, 6 gives us 18. Subtract, we get 1. Bring down the 2, that's 4. That's 12. Subtract that 0. So k is going to be 64, and our units is inches. So on one side, k plus 2, well, 2 more than that's 66 inches. And then we have k plus 4. Well, that's going to be 2 more than that, so that's going to be 68 inches. So those are our three sides. Now, does it work? Well, let's add them together. 64, 66, 68. 6 and 4 is 10, plus 8 is 18, carry 1. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 is 19, 198, and that's what we have. So those are the correct values for our each side. And do they match what it says here? Even integers? 64, 66, 68. Yes, those are all even. All right. Now we look and we see, hey, what do we have here? We have consecutive odd integers. So we're going to start, with k again. And guess what? We're going to add 2 each time, because if we're odd, if we start with 3, we have to add 2 to get 5. And so it's going to be similar to the evens, but now we say the first one is odd. So let's do what we need here. We have length and we have width. And so if we call this one k, this one's going to be what? K plus 2, because we said we had to add 2 to get to the next consecutive. So k is equal to the width, and k plus 2 equals the length. Okay. And so let's go ahead and write all of them down so we can start here and just add around the circle, or the rectangle. And it says the perimeter is 208. And so we just add them all together. K plus 2 plus k plus k plus 2 plus k. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 k's, and 2, 4 as the other part. So 208 equals 4k plus 4. Well, we subtract 4. So 204 equals 4k. Well, 4 times k is that, so if we divide by 4, we get k equals what? Well, 204 divided by 4, well, that goes in 5, that's 20. Subtract that 0, bring down the 4. That goes in once, that's 4. Subtract that 0. So k is 51, and it's in inches. Okay, and that is going to be the width. Well, k plus 2 is going to be 2 more than that, which is 53 inches, and that's going to be our length. Now, are those consecutive odds? Yes, we have 51, then 53, so that makes sense. Now, does it add up? Well, I don't know. Let's add 51 and 51 and 53 and 53. 3 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8. That looks good. 5 times 4 is 20, 208. That's what it's supposed to be. So that does look like the correct answer there. All right. So let's go on. Now we have consecutive integers. So we've done consecutive odd, consecutive even, and now we're doing consecutive integers. And what does that mean? That means 1, 2, 3, 4, those are consecutive, okay? So if we have a triangle again, let's say k is equal to the first integer, then k plus 1 is equal to the second integer, and then k plus 2 is going to be equal to the third integer. So we have k plus 1, k plus 2. So we're just going by 1 each time up. So if we had 4 to start with, then we have 4, 5, 6, okay? Now, it says the perimeter of the triangle is that. So what we need to do is set that equal to 2, 8 equals, and we just start at k plus 1 plus k plus 2, okay? Now we add the 3k's and we add the two numbers, so we get 228 equals 3k plus 3. If we subtract 3, those go away and we get 3k here, and if we subtract that, that's 225. Now we divide by 3, and so 3 goes into 225. Well, 3 goes in that 7, that's 21. Subtract, that's 1, bring down the 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Subtract that 0. So k equals 75, and this is inches again. So 75 is the first side. Well, the second side then is k plus 1. That's 76 inches. And then k plus 2 is 77 inches. And so those are the sides of our triangle. Are they consecutive integers? 75, 76, 77? Yes. Now, did they add up? 75, 76, 77. Add. That's 11 plus that. That's 18. Carry 1, 21, 22, 228. Well, that matches. So yes, those are the correct consecutive integers for this triangle. All right, we'll pause there and we'll come back in a little bit.